There we are. The director's office. Let's see what clues we might find here, Watson. Oh.
Champagne. Montague Dunne had good taste.
Well. And?
French wine. A remarkable vintage.
I see. Very interesting. Mr. Dunne liked to live in the high society style of living. What's this? A letter. My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom, and wish you nothing but good luck. Montague Dunne. Ah, I see. Looks like, Miss White had a very close relationship with Mr. Dunne.
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
Yes. The Times. New plant species. The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martin Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject. I see. A new barley, eh? Oh.
A photograph of Montague Dunne and Reynold Hamish.
Reynold Hamish. Oh, very interesting. I wonder if... Oh, what's this? Now I understand why someone would want Mr. Dunne dead. Don't you think so, Watson? Oh, a letter. My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am paying you to defend me, not to accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinarily precious and rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species and from those who might wish to use them for dubious purpose. This divine syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. Remember the case of June 14th, 1889. So, I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions on these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday, as always. Montague Dunne. So, Mr. Dunne had knowledge of this divine syndicate. Very interesting. Mr. Dunne, we must ask you for the last time for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them imprisoned. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. The lie we need not elaborate, those reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1889. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you and regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
This document? Oh. Debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunne. Rental of a suite of rooms at Oxford Street. An educational scholarship at London University. Credits opened at Hamilton. Radigan House Tailors and at Baird and Sons Luxury Jewelers. Ah, yes, a very close relationship indeed. Well. This office has gave us so many answers and so many questions at the same time. Here we are at the employees' office, I think. I don't see a sign here, but I think that's what it is.
This is a table for experiments. It
Yes.
resembles my own.
Only this
No.
one is kept in good order, Holmes.
Indeed. Is there anything else on it? No. A
A phonograph,
Phonograph.
used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory.
Indeed. They have only the high-tech stuff, as they say. Edison Standard Phonograph. Oh. Turn the handle.
I don't hear anything.
Oh.
I don't hear anything.
Yes. I need to put a cylinder in. Let's start with 245S. Is that the duration of this cylinder? 245 seconds. That's around
And it seems clear
4
from
minutes.
experiments that plants to respond to their environment and have
Oh.
consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report.
Oh, I see. It's the number of the study report. Study report number 821. There we go.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
Indeed. Oh. A chemistry cupboard.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
Indeed, yes. A university book. The University of Cambridge Botanical Section.
A botany book.
Yes. For Albert Dunne. Repeat here.
This student's book belongs to Albert.
Very interesting. Yes. Very good. Oh.
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals.
Yes, and we've seen this mask somewhere else.
Gloves. Waterproof aprons. Everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Yes, perhaps.
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
Now, who is the one that is missing their protective equipment?
Locked.
Holmes,
Oh.
Albert Dunne didn't give us the key to this door.
Oh,
It
yes.
does not matter. We will open it.
The cloakroom. Well, if you know anything about me, Watson, you'll know that no lock shall stand in front of my way. There we are.
Open.
A challenging foe indeed. But now we are here.
Miss White's locker.
And this is Miss White's locker.
A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
Indeed. And it also smells like... Oh, it smells like paper. Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all of these years that have passed since you left, and without any thought of us? You have never shared with us any detail of your success at the university, but you choose to do so now? We suppose you must be ashamed of us, for we are not from the same high class as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first, as we at home have always done, and none of us ever compromised our reputation, as it appears you have as it appears you have already with your employer, Mr. Dunne. No, Margaret, it is us, you, who makes us feel... No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed. Your parents. Oh dear. What's this? Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help. Your devoted servant, Albert. Oh dear. Looks like our dear Albert is a bit of a simp. A jewel box. And inside...
These jewels must be worth a small fortune. Apparently, Miss White is a capable student.
Master's degree in chemistry, yes.
A
Oh,
draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
are we going to read it? There we are. Dear Mother and Father, I am writing this letter with reluctance to ask for your help. My studies and my housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I had anticipated. I fear, therefore, that I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Margaret. Oh dear.
Martin Hamish's locker.
From the looks of it, either she was lying about her financial problems, or she found a way to solve them. Oh. That's... Father and I.
Father and I. Kew Gardens.
I see.
A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces.
The Secret Life
A
of...
review on...
something. Yes. Green Thumb Magazine. Yes. Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens oblige me to renew my application for the management position. As I have stated already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunne was alive, I understood your reservation to my suggestion. Your reasons were political, and I was happy to comply. But now, the Kew Gardens lie in disorder. How can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency, so that I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead, and free my mind from this uncertainty.
Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
Yes. Organic chemistry.
Albert's locker.
Mm-hmm.
A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
Oh dear. Let's read it. Royal Navy School of NCOS, Recruitment Centre, London. Sir, it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you to the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunne, has expressed his intention to entrust to you the directorship of the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew, and it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens. Yours very faithfully, J. M. Lemarchand, Director of the Royal Navy Training Centre. Oh dear. Montague Dunne had only his own motives in mind, and damn the rest.
Specialist articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunne has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea.
Indeed. What's this? There's...
Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
Who could our mystery woman be? Here we have a set of tables facing each other, but what's this? There is a wet bottle trace left here on the table.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Indeed. And
Dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone
Indeed.
perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
now you're asking the real questions, Watson.
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
Yes.
Several drops of the bottle
Yes.
is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Aha. Indeed.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Yes. That is true, yes.
A thesis written by Martin Hamish.
Oh. Modern botany. Something else. Oh.
A glasses case. It is empty. This area serves as Martin Hamish's office. An award presented to Martin Hamish for Best
Grower of the year.
A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish.
For outstanding botanical research. Very interesting. Let's see if... what's this? A bust for
It is a bust of
Of
Montague Dunne.
Montague Dunne. What's he doing here? And... oh.
I am curious if the marble that we found will fit this place. Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
What's this?
Materials for college study. They belong to Albert.
Oh.
These leather gloves are new and of good quality. They do not appear to have been used. This place serves as Albert's office.
I see.
A book about ships. Nothing at all to do with plants.
Navigation on the High Seas by H. Archibald.
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
You are very correct, sir. Indeed.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir, and good day to you too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am.
Yes, of course.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
I am afraid so, madam. A very horrendous case, indeed. Oh, expensive perfume. You smell very nice, Miss White. Very nice indeed. Oh, pink marks. Past malnu... Can you go again, please? No. Pink marks. Past malnutrition. Plague. Poor family. Is that how you say the third word? Pink marks. Past malnutrition. Pelagra. Well, anyway. She is from a poor family, and that's all that matters. Unmarried. So you're saying that there's a chance?
Yes, a theft of plants
Yes.
that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
You have. I see.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Do you work here, miss?
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunne. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
I see. And how did you get in?
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key
Locked.
to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I
Oh.
might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
I see.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Of course. And what is your... what was your relationship with the director?
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunne?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
I see.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone
One of them is
It
lying.
is obvious.
Yes. Either 1, 2, or all of them are lying. And I intend to find out exactly which one is the right combination of liars. What's all
water
this?
tank.
Oh, a water tank. And...
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
I see.
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes.
Yes. Oh.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Oh, not this again. Hello again, Albert.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
I'm afraid you're lying, Albert.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans. Although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
I see.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Mr. Hamish?
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Really? Then... do you care to explain this photograph?
I do not think so. This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to...
Do tell us more about your father.
Please, Mr. Hamish.
Indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunne until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunne?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunne always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunne
Yes.
was not helping your father?
Oh, yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunne to take all the credit.
I see. And can you tell me anything about this bust?
There is a bust of Montague Dunne in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
No, Mr. Hamish, I'm afraid it wasn't.
It is strange, because
Hasn't,
I recovered
I mean.
a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunne requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
Yes. Very well.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
So, it appears we found yet another strange symbol that does not belong at Kew Gardens. I wonder who it belongs to. Perhaps a Seymour's Garden Equipment and Supplies, a premium supplier for all landscape gardening and timber requirements. Full range supply and delivery of sands, soils, mulches, pots, and anything else you may need. 3 Blurton Road, London.
Here it is.
Very interesting. We also have to find out more about the case of June 14th, 1889. The scandal at the Divine Syndicate. Scandal at Divine Syndicate Club. The Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Trion, situated on 48 Grosvenor Street, Carlton Road, protectors of plants and more particularly trees, are currently the subject of an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organization are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organization, which has given as its goal the defense and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party, and so on and so on.
And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunne.
Indeed. But first, we must fetch our loyal companion, Toby.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens. Let us take Toby to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent of this mysterious substance.
Indeed.
Search, Toby. Search.
Come on, boy. Oh. He's found something buried under the ground.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
What's this?
This is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here.
Yes.
There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Yes. Certainly makes you wonder.